Congratulations. If you are seeing this screen, then that means you solved the first clue. Now we have to create a backpack. So to create a backpack, you go up, click on backpack, click on the word register, and then use your school username, school password, type that again. You do not have to do an email. You do not have to do first name, last name, and then make sure you save. So whatever username and password you use to log into your Google account, that's what you will want to use to create your Mac and VIA account. So just to show you how this works, I'm going to set up a pretend account. So I'm going to use the word pretend. And then my password is going to be pretend. Now, remember, you are going to use your actual school username and password. And then I don't have to do any of this. You can put in your school email if you want. That's entirely up to you. And then I'm going to save. You know you've created a backpack when you see your name or your school number up here in the right-hand corner. Now, the reason why we create a backpack is when we find a fiction or a nonfiction ebook, which is what is in Mac and VIA, we need to save it to our backpack. So if I want to save this book about eagles to my backpack, I would put it in favorites, which is click on the heart. And then go up to my backpack, favorites. Now, once it's in my favorites, I'm going to open it up. Now, remember, especially when you're in a nonfiction book and you are looking for information for content purposes, research purposes, you always want to look at the table of contents. So when this opens, if you go down to the bottom of the bar, here's your navigation. So this is how you can change your page layout. This is how you can change colors. This is if you need to zoom in or zoom out. And this is the table of contents. So I'm going to click on here and say I'm doing my report on the penguin. So I would click on that chapter. And then now here's what makes Mackin amazing for research papers, studying, practicing, especially in language arts, if you need to learn how to paraphrase or look for information that's going to support a statement that you have made. You can highlight as much as you need to. You can use different colors. So if I have guiding questions for my research, depending on what question what information I find that will answer that question, I can highlight. If I am not certain what a word means, I can highlight and look it up in the dictionary, and it will give me the definition. If I need to underline rather than highlight, I can do that. If I want to make notes, I can click on this feature right here, and I can write a note about this item. This is where it's perfect to practice paraphrasing, because I can look at what I've underlined and I can practice putting it in my own words. Don't forget to push save. If I need to bookmark this page because I want to come back to it later, I will just click on the ribbon up at the top. Now, as you can see, this little symbol that I think looks like a hamburger, that tells me that there's a note here with those underlined sentences. Now, I want to show you real quick. If you go down here and you see that there's an arrow, that means
King Penguin numbers on the rise, King Penguins.
That this book is text to speech. So again, if there's certain areas that you have trouble with reading or understanding or certain words, you can come down here, click, and it will read it for you. All right, those are the really unique study features that are available in Mackin. Now I'm going to show you how you get to those notes. So I'm going to go back up to the tab, Mac and VIA. And now I'm still in my backpack. I'm going to click on the I for information. And you will see it says My Notes and Highlights. So I'm going to click on that. And see how it's a little slow here? We're waiting for it to load. Sometimes you might need to click on this to refresh it, and then it will bring up your notes and highlights. And then also, if I want to add other notes, if I want to add more information that I learned about the penguin, or I want to comment on some of my notes, I can do that as well. And then I just hit save. Okay, how do I get these notes out of Mackin? Because I'm doing a group project. I'm collaborating with my friends, and they want to see what information I found, or the teacher wants to see if I was on task that day. I'm going to click Export Notes. I'm going to save it to my drive. It's uploading, and here's what I love. Once it's saved, all you have to do is click on Open in Google Drive, and there's all your notes. It has the title of the books. It has the citation. It has a summary of the book. And here's all the notes that you took. So Mackin is much more than a database that has ebooks, nonfiction books. It also has great tools to help you with your content level study skills. Thank you. Now, go back to the main site and look for another clue. There's no other clues. This was just content information. You need to go back to the website and look for the next clue on the website.